Hi everybody, this is Atiq. Welcome to our YouTube channel Engineering Drive. Let us discuss about the working of insertion sort with an example. So dear students, this is also a sorting method which is used to sort a list of numbers. Now how insertion sort the list of numbers and how it is different from other sorting methods, each and everything I am going to discuss in my today's class. So let us discuss first the theoretical aspects of insertion sort and let me give you a practical example to all of you. Okay, so first point, this insertion sort, it is also an in-placed comparison based algorithm, which means here we are going to compare set of elements and then we are going to perform sorting. Okay, next point, here a sublist is maintained which is always sorted. All of you remember one thing, every sorting method will have one unique feature. Okay, we should not get confused. If we remember that unique feature in every sorting method, then we can able to write the answer of any sorting algorithm in the exam without confusion. So that's why you note down those key features. Now the important and highlight feature of insertion sort is here we will maintain a sublist which is always sorted. You remember this point. So this point is very important. Here we will maintain one sublist which is always sorted. Next point, for example, the lower part of an array is maintained to be sorted. Now here what we are going to do, an array will have two parts, the left part and the right part, or the lower part or the higher part. The leftmost part of the array is the array which we will always maintain as a sorted sublist. So how we are going to do that, I will give you one practical example so that it will be clear, but this is theoretical aspects first. Okay, point number 4. An element which is to be inserted in the sorted sublist has to find its appropriate place and then it has to be inserted there. Now what we are going to do, from the higher part of the array we will take one element, that element will be placed in the sorted sublist. That's why we call this method name as insertion sort, because from the unsorted list, from the unsorted array, an element will be picked and that element will be inserted in the sublist, which is the sorted sublist. That's why we are calling this method insertion sort, because we are inserting that element from unsorted array into sorted sublist. Next point, the array is searched sequentially and unsorted items are moved and inserted into the sorted sublist. Now finally our goal should be in insertion sort, that unsorted array will be there. One by one we need to insert the element, we need to take out the element from the unsorted array and we need to insert that element into the sorted sublist. That is our goal here in this method. Okay, and this algorithm, similar like selection sort which I told, this algorithm is also not suitable for large set of numbers. Okay, out of all these sorting algorithms which I will be discussing in my next classes also, there are only few algorithms which are suitable for large set of numbers or large data sets. Which are those you will come to know in our next classes. Similar, compared to selection sort, insertion sort is also not applicable for large set of numbers. Okay dear students, let me take one example now to show you the working of this insertion sort. So for this, let me take one problem. Sort the following list of numbers using insertion sort. So here I will take the same example which I have took for selection sort for your understanding purpose. Now here I have taken list of 8 numbers. All these 8 numbers, they are in unsorted order. So what I need to do, I need to convert them into sorted order now by using insertion sort. Now before I am going to start this problem, you remember one point of concept of sublist. In insertion sort, finally we need to get at the left side one sublist. We need to form one sublist. In that sublist, all the elements should be in sorted order. So all the elements we need to pick up from the unsorted array. This is the unsorted array and we need to insert one by one where in the sorted sublist. That is our goal. How we can do that? Let us start now. So first of all, what I am going to do means, I will take the first 2 numbers and I will perform comparison now. So here what are the first 2 numbers in our entire array? 14 and 33. So this 14 and 33 I will take and I will perform comparison. Which comparison? Less than comparison. So whether 14 is less than 33, that's what I need to check. 14 is less than 33. Condition true, false. Yes or no? The answer is 14 of course is less than 33. So what we need to do? No need to do anything. Just go to the next step. Write down as it is this set of numbers. So 14 will come in the safe zone, which means in the sublist, sorted sublist. That's why I have kept in the green color. So 14 came into the sorted sublist now. Is it right? Now similarly check second and third number now in this step. Perform comparison between second and third number. Which comparison? Again less than comparison. 33 is less than 27. Yes or no? True or false? The answer is false, because 33 is greater than 27. That's why whenever 33 is not less than 27, we need to exchange their position. We need to swap their positions. So what we will get? Let us see. 33 and 27, once we will check them. In the next step I will show you. 33 is not less than 27. That's why what we need to do? We need to swap their positions, which means we need to swap their positions. So 27 and 33. Now what is the, how many elements are there in my sublist now? Can you tell me? Can you guess and tell me? In my sublist you can see 2 elements are available. Now you need to verify every time whether those 2 elements in the sublist are sorted or not. Let me check once. 14, 27. Yes, they are sorted. So no problem. Keep them as it is. Now next step. 33 and 10 you need to compare. 33 again, which condition, which comparison you need to use here? Less than. 33 is less than 10. Here also condition became false. So whenever the condition will become false, what we need to do? Swap. So we are comparing 33 and 10, and what we need to, what we got the thing, 33 is less than 10 means condition became false. So that's why I am going to swap them. Now 10 will come in the sublist now. So this is our sublist. How many elements are there in our sublist? Total 3. Now you need to verify again here whether the sublist is sorted or not. The answer is 14 is there, okay, 27, okay, but 10 is a smaller number. That's why what we need to do? We need to swap this. We need to compare these two. Now 27 is less than 10. Condition true or false? Condition is false. So we need to swap them. Once we swap, we got 10 and 27. Again we need to check our sublist only. Here also we got problem. What is that problem? Between 14 and 10. We need to compare. 14 is less than 10. Condition true, false? False. So again swap. So what we got? 10, 14, 27. So this is our sorted sublist. So once the sublist is sorted, then only what we need to do? We need to go to the next elements of the unsorted array. Otherwise, this is the difference between the selection sort method and insertion sort method. Dear students, don't get confused. First of all, our preference should be to create a sublist with sorted elements. Okay, once the sublist is sorted, then we need to check the next elements, which means now what I am going to do, tell me. I will compare 33 and 35 now by using this comparison less than operator. So 33 is less than 35. Yes, condition true. So no need to swap. So 33 also will come under this sublist. Okay, you can see here. We got 10, 14, and what we got here? We got 19 here. Why we got 19 here? Because finally this is the next smaller number, 27, 33, 35, 42, 44. This is the final answer we will get. Again you need to write some more steps after this. How you need to elaborate this example? Simple concept is create a sublist. In that sublist, the entire element should be in sorted order. Once the values are in sorted order, then only you need to go to the next comparison. So 33 and 35. Yes, 33 will come in the sublist. Again 35 and 19. 19, as the condition is false, what happens? Swapping will take place. Again that 19 we need to check with the sublist elements. So and so on. If you do, then you will get, this is the final answer. So I have written directly the final answer here. This is what the answer you will get. So next steps you can try as an assignment. Hopefully you will solve it without any problem. So dear students, this is how insertion sort work. So in my next class, let me discuss with all of you the working of bubble sort or exchange sort, which is also a very, very important sorting method. So with this, let me close my today's session of video. See you soon everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz. you.